Big Cat is back and fluffier than ever, all by his lonesome, sadly, but hey, we'll make it through. This episode's going to be just a little bit of an interesting one. Instead of doing the Poke Cup, which it leads to believe I'm going to do, I'm actually going to be doing the Prime Cup instead, because it's a one-shot cup, 8 trainers, at any level. I think even legendaries, all legendaries are involved, but I don't think I use anyone except for Raikou, only, if I remember correctly. Sorry, it's been a hot minute since I actually rewatched this, because the way I do things, if you haven't figured out by now, or if you don't remember from one of the earlier episodes I talked about it, is that I play this ahead of time, just record the footage, and then come back and talk about it after the fact. It's a lot easier that way. Much, much easier that way. But, again, besides the point. Anyway, I guess I'll use a little future sight and tell you right now, Blissey plays up for the role in one fight alone, to the point where it becomes the complete MVP in that one fight and one fight alone. It is completely depressing how much it played a role in that fight. But nonetheless, I guess we could do a question of the day. Question of the day would be, if you had to run these, because I want to say, I think that Pokemon Stadium has like its own little parks and stuff like that. If you had to run one of the parks at Pokemon Stadium, whether it be the stadium, the Accumulator Castle, or the Oak Slab or Professor Lab, something like that, which one would you run? Which one would you take care of? If it were me, I would probably end up doing the Accumulator Castle, because I think that'd be really cool to just be the announcer of that stuff and just say, like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, blah, 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 talk about which Pokemon getting their ass beat. You know, I feel like I could do that. It'd be interesting. Anyway, Keynote's here. I'm going to say right now, Alakazam is going to lead off in most fights. Depends on the Pokemon. I'm usually relying on Alakazam a lot for this, because high special attack, high speed. Getting RKM most things. I mean, not really, honestly. It's how tanky the Pokemon in Gen 2 are. It's not that easy to RKO everything, but that's what it is. But you're going to see a lot of Psychics are going to be using one of the Elemental Punches and some weakness real quick. Not to sound elitist when it comes to like the Pokemon animations, but damn, I love these animations. I mean, they were perfected back in Coliseum XD, but still, I love them. I do kind of wish they kept the tanginess type of stat line or stat buffs, because there are a lot of Pokemon like Fur and stuff like that actually take it to be more part of like the competitive nature. Because at that point, if every Pokemon can have max stats, you're basically dealing with an entire basically every Pokemon becomes more viable. So obviously, you have like the giants like Blissey and Tyranitar on the generation, because they're just way too good with the things that they have access to. But even that still means that Fur can actually go toe to toe with Tyranitar and not be screwed over, I guess, in a sense. Best way to put it. Okay. Also, I know why giving Clyde to Togetic is not a bad idea, but at the same time, just why? Like, this game is not necessarily hard, it's just they try and find a way to just straight up annoy you in any way they possibly can, and use that annoyance to be the way that they might just, and I mean might just, win somehow. And it is brutally annoying, as you can tell. But hey, I'm committing to getting to round 2 and finishing round 2, because I've actually never done it before. Like I said, I mean, I mentioned it before, I have played this game, but I never actually got to round 2, and that was only because of 2 cups. It was the Challenge Cup, which I never even knew existed. I mean, I saw it, but I didn't know it existed. I thought it was just a Challenge Cup, was just a reference to like the different types of Challenge Cups, or Challenge Cups, like the Prime Cup being a Challenge Cup, the mainstay and Pokemon Cup being a Challenge Cups, and then the other cup that actually kept me from doing it was a Little Cup, which we actually had properly made Pokemon for the Little Cup. It's a bit easier. Not super easier, but it's a bit easier. And for people who don't know what the Little Cup is, which it's going to come out, I think, in 3 more episodes from now. Because I already have the episodes, everything locked down. I just need to do recordings for all of them, but 2 more episodes from now. it's you can only have level 5 Pokemon, and they have to be just out of an egg. So basically, for example, Alakazam, if it had a baby with a Ditto, when Abra came out, the Abra would be eligible because it just came out of an egg and it's level 5. So that's the requirements. But that also means Pokemon like Chansey and I'm trying to think of another one that would be like I think even Shuckle is allowed too. And it's just like that's some scary stuff. Yeah, spoiler warning for the episode that someone actually does have a Chansey in the episode. It is not me. I don't use a Chansey because I feel like using a Chansey is cheating. But someone does use a Chansey. But that first fight was pretty much a cinch. Alexander just took care of everything in the first fight, nice and easy. Yeah, this fight, I actually don't know what the Berserkina is. That's not the first time I've ever seen that item. What was weird is that he actually outsped Alakazam, which was even more weird. So I don't know if it was like it raised like all his stats a crap ton and allowed it to just speed up like crazy, or I had no idea. I've never seen that item before. And then again, I don't know if I actually did the Prime Cut back in when I first started playing this game. And if I did, I don't think that the guy threw out this Prime in. Because I think I would have remembered him using that item. Which actually, let me look at it now and see what that item actually is. Because like I said, I had me perplexed. I forgot about it because, well, I mean, I won the entire thing, so of course I'm free about it. But let me look at what it is. Confuses the holder for a certain amount of turns and raises the attack by 2 stages as soon as it enters the battle. It is consumed upon use. And also, apparently, it would also be consumed either way, even if the person was baton passed in with +6 attack. It's pretty crazy. Also, apparently the number on here, which I don't think is true, but they're saying it would be confused for a duration of 256 turns, which seems interesting. Oh. I wonder if that confusion would bypass Safeguard. I mean, I guess it would in that case, because Safeguard only protects you from the opponents from doing things to your Pokemon. It's not the same as you doing it to yourself. It's not the same. It would be, I think, more like, what's it called? The Fairy Surge or Fairy Area would probably be the only thing that would prevent you from like confusing yourself. Because it literally just prevents that, I think. I actually had to research it. I've been falling off after since like 7th or 8th gen. I haven't like gotten really into it. Because I don't think they were just bad games. I just wasn't feeling the stories. Because it wasn't just Sword and Shield. But even like when it started going from 3DS to Switch, I feel like they were just lacking in the story aspect. I'm not saying the story in Pokemon games are like super like amazing. Also, you have one of the rare times Gator leads. But I'm not saying the story of Pokemon games on 3DS were like amazing, but they were still enough to where it was like interesting enough to keep you wanting to play. Where like go with the Sword and Shield, and it was no story to it at all. It was just defeat these gym challenges, Hop's annoying, and then who else? I don't even know. Like I played Sword and Shield once, finished it, and that was it. I haven't even played the DLC. I know the DLC had some fun stuff to it, but it was just like I don't really want to deal with just playing something for DLC to be fun when the story itself needs to actually be fun, if you know what I mean. But maybe I'm just annoying. Who knows?
One Pokemon is still
You know, every time I've ever played Pokemon like Yellow or Blue or Red, I have never been able to get an Aerodactyl. Like, I have never been able to get one. Like, legitimately, I've never been able to get one. I don't know why it is. I know that I usually have to get the fossil. The fossil, I feel like you can get it from either cracking open junk or talking to someone to just give it to you, but I just never got it. Izerdash. Is that how you say it? Izerdash? Izerdash? Such a weird name. I mean, I love what they do. They just like throw random crap into making some names in the game. Just everything seems so personal when you're playing against them when you're using a Pokemon, but it's just like these names don't make any sense. Honestly, I probably could have led with Raikou in that situation, just had the rain on and have the thunder. I think, which I don't remember looking at, honestly. I was like going on the rant about Sword and Shield losing and looking at the screen. And here is this fucking bitch. Fuck this bitch. And I remember this battle vividly because this video should have not been 40 minutes long. It should have been at least 10 minutes off that. But this battle alone, this one battle alone, took for fucking ever. Fuck this bitch. And you will see why very shortly. But long story short, if you couldn't tell by the Pokemon she has, her entire team is based on hypnosis or sleep or just putting one to sleep in general. And remember how I said it's a story for another day and why I hate a certain Pokemon? We're about to see why. I have never gotten fucked so hard by one fucking Pokemon. Just one fucking Pokemon. See, my dumbass didn't realize. First, I didn't realize Sandler could get Earthquake, so that kind of caught me off guard. So even though I was gonna go for, I thought it was just gonna be like Heather or something like that, or like Return, and I'd be able to take it just two-hit KO and a Flamethrower. But another thing too is that motherfucker had Quick Claw, and like Coliseum and XD. When it wants to fuck you, it's gonna fuck you. I shit you not, this entire battle was just a middle finger to my face about how easy this game could fuck me hard. And especially this next part right here. And like I said earlier, Blissey for some reason, in one match only, was gonna be the complete MVP of this entire tournament, and this was a match here. You'll see why soon enough. First off, if I got that flamethrower off, this fucker would have not lived. But no, Quick Claw. And then watch this shit right here. Once I love about the sun and how they do the animations and things like that. You see the light always there until it goes into the battle, and then it kind of pushes up when you're like watching out from afar. The light's still there. Also, another thing too to mention of note, I think that Returns that actually had max power and but yeah, 2 turns of sleep. And now we get that 3rd turn of sleep. So yeah, you saw first down how many got fucked because didn't realize that Earthquake and then a Quick Claw to task force into another fucking Earthquake. Yeah, I was severely pissed off. Like, I shit you not, how fucking pissed off I was. Because this shit should not be happening. This should not be happening. And here we go. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? It's gonna hit on the first try. 60% chance, baby! Oh, fuck this shit. I've never seen so much BS. Luckily, again, this Bliss is completely maxed out. So, you can see he was tanking this shit pretty well. And then Leftovers is actually healing a fuck ton too, which is also nice. It was just annoying the fact that this thing got a fucking Quick Claw and then Hypnosis lasted for like 4 fucking turns on the other Pokemon, and then finally here I finally fucking take this fucker out, which again he should have died had it not been for the Quick Claw activating, but hey, just my bad luck. Oh, I guess at this point we're gonna start spamming? Can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess? Can you? You can guess, can't you? I know you can guess. Also, the reason for the moveset Blissey has, Sopo, Icy Wind, Psychic Flamethrower. My thought process with this, Icy Wind to slow down whoever I'm battling against, what's Blissey's first. Flamethrower to spam to Hope or Burn. So that way if the burn hits, it lowers their attacking power anyway. Obviously this is not going to be for a fighting type, I'm not going against fighting types, but if I happen to be in against a certain type they can't do anything, they're probably going to switch into a fighting type. That's what Psychic Sword to hit them with that. Yeah, this bitch starts spamming, and I mean spamming Hypnosis just so it can fucking win. Now, in this case, it makes sense because her Hypno has the move, if I remember correctly, Dream Meter, so that's what it's ultimately based on. It was going to spam Dream Meter, get its HP back, and, you know, etc., etc. But the problem is, Blissey is specially defensive, so it's a losing battle on their end to really quickly kill Blissey. Meaning Blissey can just stall out this entire thing, and that's pretty much what happens. Like I said, this entire fight like really fucking pissed me off because it should have not been the way it was. It should have not. Why did they make a team literally focus on fucking sleep? And I got lucky with the burn. I wanted the burn though, because the burn would keep the residual going. Because he's not really taking too much from me when he uses Dream Eater. And I'm healing enough to where it's not, I don't have to worry too much about him at all. So I can keep spamming attacks while he slowly dies. Because he has to poke him to sleep first before he can get his Dream Eater off. And that's only if he hits. Which he does. Of course. Yeah, with this game, this is like, I see where Colosseum and Legacy got their bullshit from. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna count even that same bullshit in the first Stadium game when I go for that, because I wouldn't go for save. Also, this one part weirded me out. I have no idea why she swapped out here. She had no reason to swap out here. Actually, I think that's basically screwed over because I actually just stayed in the Dream Eater a few times to make sure her other Pokemon was actually fully up to par. She could have actually potentially went out in the end, but what she tried to do, she tried to get greedy and use this Leech Seed. And use Leech Seed to keep the Pokemon healing off of Blissey's HP. But here's the cool thing with Leech Seed, which actually I'm not going to say anything once you see it when it happens. And if you don't, I'll point it out just so you understand. Also, I like how Blissey goes like 3 times the size to use Flamethrower. It's the most adorable thing ever. Just like a pudgy ball of just pudginess. So, if you notice that you saw how Leech Seed didn't activate in the first turn. Well, another thing about Leech Seed too, which I'll let this turn play out first before I say anything. Leech Seed will not activate the turn you kill a Pokemon. I didn't know that, and I don't know why that is, but technically speaking, it should have activated when Hypno came out, such as like how Leftovers activated, it should have activated when Hypno came out, but because I killed Executor and Leech Seed was supposed to go to Executor, it basically nullified itself. But yeah, this is the match because he turned it around, basically won the entire thing. But that match is bullshit. Fuck that chick. Fuck her. Just, she's a bitch. Fucking hate her. I fucking hate that chick. I should also say this. Share, like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, I'm gonna fall to that influencer status. Subscribe. 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 Tell all your friends subscribe. Use hypnosis to force them to do it. Make my pain be put onto them. Also, this is like one of the downsides of the team I have. I have like no grass types. I should have brought a grass type. I mean, just Gengar has access to Giga Drain, but even then still. I should have brought a grass type. No, I mean, this was a good play on their part, but sometimes I feel like the keeper's just cheating, because it feels like, how did they know how to use a grass move right away? Like, they knew I had a grass move on me. It was not some, like, oh, you might know, they knew I had a grass move on me. Because technically speaking, Quagsire was the better pick to stay out against Gengar anyway, because of Earthquake being super effective to Gengar, who's levitated not in this generation, so Earth moves hit Gengar. And since it's a poison type, super effective, so it made sense for Quagsire to stay in. But no, they straight up swap out. Straight up. It's like, bullshit. But, oh, I know. Also, there's another thing too. I love like the decor, like the area at Rain, and like the stadiums like that. Like these stadiums that they have for these matches are just so fucking beautiful. Like, damn, man, damn. It's like, where the fuck is this shit for Revolution and Coliseum too? XD also. Half the stadiums look half-assed. Dynamic Punch, and I think that's why it actually swapped out, because it didn't have access to a grab move for some reason, which also makes no sense, but still, yeah, Pokemon have some really weird movesets. Like, they had Gligar in one of the episodes. That was all you passed. It had Toxic, Swagger, Attract, and Slash. Like, the other three, okay, you're meant to be an asshole and stall out, fine. But why Slash is your only attacking move? You do realize if you throw out a Ghost type, you're basically fucked. Especially if that Ghost type, not even just a Ghost type, like if you throw out a Steelix, you're basically fucked. Because you can't poison a Steelix. And then attracting the Fuse Ray, yeah, sure, it's gonna hurt, but they have high defenses where all you need to do is get one hit off and you're basically screwed anyway. It's just, I don't. Somebody who says it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Also, that is one tanky ass Gyarados. 4 times effectiveness, special attack hitting from an Alakazam, and it still took that shit. This is what I know about Pokemon as a generation. We're tanky as hell. We're tanky as hell. And then like any had a focus fan tail and then activated because why not? I mean, it didn't really matter because paralyzed. It's like, I'm just here to be annoying and take up more than I.
Will this do it?
Also, I don't know how competitive this was in the generation, but I kind of wonder how competitive it was, because it doesn't really have anything competitive going for it, and because if you think about it, all water moves, no matter what water move it is, all water moves are considered special, and it doesn't really have access to that many flying moves. Most of its moves are like its access to like Dragon or Dark, And I think you can teach, I think, Thunder and Blizzard their own special related moves. The only way to get a move that's physical is like Return or Frustration. I can't remember if it gets Earthquake in the generation. I know it gets Earthquake in the generation. I can't remember if it gets Earthquake in the generation. It's just like, what was the plan with Gyarados? Like, it has like not that good of special attack. That's like me too. Like with Dragonite, I know Dragonite. Don't get me wrong, Dragonite's a powerhouse, and it definitely was really good, especially with Thunder Wave, Max's Hyper Beam, and Blizzard. Oh, the thing was not to be trifled with. But at the same time, it's just like a lot of the moves it had access to were special related, but its best stat for attacking was physical. Why? Just why? Also, another thing too, this is why it's weird about the stats on Pokemon Stadium, because I don't think Alakazam should have been faster than Crobat, yet it was. So I have no idea what their stats are in this game, like, at all. Like, none of this shit makes any sense sometimes. I'm just like, oh, I'm here playing a game. Also, I have trust issues with electrodes. Like, severe trust issues with electrodes. I'm just like, I'm not using Swagger, but going back to Pokemon, I think it was Coliseum, I had to deal with them just exploding because exploding too strong. Too strong. Strong. Pokeball go boom boom. Also Zap Cannon, which another thing that I think I briefly touched on it, but yeah, SPL actually owned Zap Cannon. I mean, it has to be by TM though, but it was just like, why is that not a thing that was brought back into later generations? Like Zap Cannon being a TM and SPL getting access to it. Like, you know how amazing that is? SPL, the Zap Cannon. I mean, not like that crazy, but combine that with Gravity, now you have a pretty decently accurate Zap Cannon. Keep the wide lens too, make it really accurate to the best of your ability. And I guess when it's an instant paralyze from someone who's a special attacking beast, that's pretty good if you ask me, but it's a good one. Another thing too, like things like design-wise and stuff, it just doesn't make sense. Like, for example, Flareon. Flareon has a beefy ass attack stat. The fire moves are all special. Like, what? Like, why? Also, I got really lucky here, and I think that was just to make up for the bullshit I was facing back with that hypnosis bitch. But yeah, no, I definitely got lucky here because it was like I don't think I even hit myself once. Man, I didn't hit myself once like a usual. I'm like, you have to call bullshit on that. I should have hit myself at least once or twice, but yeah, it is what it is. After that chick like fucking hit 9 fucking hypnosises and quick balls activating left and right, you cannot tell I'm still very fucking salty about that match. I am super fucking salty about that match. That Pro Neon now, so sometimes I just have to take a look at these. Slow cow. Just these names are just, why though? just why though? Why? Like, did someone actually take the time to type these names out, or they were like put into a random name generator? No, it had to be someone just typing this out. And then Jiwa did type this out. She was, why though? Why did you type these out? But what possessed you to literally type out Min Mao or Min Wow? Min Wow? My Wow? It sounds French. Moi? Yeah, anyway, Houndoom basically souls this entire thing because they can't really touch him too much, and he's a dark type with access to crunch, so that's stab. I can't remember, this is an entire double team, like they like spamming double team. I mean, I can't say shit because I'm one of the challenge cups. I started spamming double team, but to be fair, the challenge cups, you don't get to choose your own team. Unless I should probably explain challenge cups because you're going to see them, and it's not soon, but you will see them soon. A challenge cup is where they, I think I mentioned it before, but
It doesn't matter which screen. Is where they basically give you a team and they randomize a Pokemon on that team that they give you, and they also randomize the moves. So, for example, one of the teams I got, I had a Clefairy that had, I think, Sunny Day and Silver Beam, and like two of the really random ass moves. I got Tangela in that episode. Oh my gosh, that episode got Tangela. Fuck that episode. But you will see it sometime in the future. But I got a Tangela that had Giga Drain, Hyper Beam, Growth, and something else. I forgot what the last one was. The last one was pointless though. I couldn't even use it. But I remember the other two moves were definitely Growth, Giga Drain, and Hyper Beam. I can't remember if I even used Hyper Beam once, but I did have access to it. And then Slowking was the bane of my existence when it was episodes 2. I love that Pokemon, but so games like these just always make you find a way to make you just hate a certain Pokemon. Arceus Legends made me hate Paris, and the reason I hate that Pokemon so much is, like, I'm kind of a chill, lax player when it comes to games. The amount of times I nearly died because a random Paris pulled up to me and I don't see it, how fucking small it is. I don't want to. Anyway, yeah, so not much to Houndoom basically sold the entire thing on this matchup. And then the final match is coming out. I forgot what the final match was. I can't remember if it was like annoying or if it was just, it is what it is. But if I do remember correctly, I won't start using any type of continues until the challenge matches. That's because I'm just not using my own Pokemon. There's no Pokemon how to use them better, understand them better, but basically what I don't know, it's just like, it's just when they're movesets that I just, like one of the challenge quests, I didn't even have a single water type move on water type Pokemon. I was just like, why? Why? Oh yeah, I remember this guy. This guy was annoying because his Mew was tanky as shit. His Mew was super freaking tanky. Which, I mean, it makes sense though, because it's you had 100 base stat total everywhere. So it was so annoying. But if I remember correctly, I obviously know I'd be able to first try, but it was just, I forgot what his Mew knew that made it really annoying. The only thing I was worried about was mainly the Urasing, because I don't have a fighting move on anyone on this team. So there's nothing I could really do to it. It would just be you had to beat it down until it died, but everyone else I could deal with in some way, shape, or form. I couldn't deal with him properly, so it was more like I had to just rig it. The problem with that is because he's a normal type, he has access to a bunch of different types of moves. I could easily, RKO my entire team if I'm not careful. Obviously, it's really not that fast, I shouldn't have to worry, but still.
Combatants face each other.
I had Raikou less than both from this year. Yeah. Thought I brought Houndoom.
Oh, it's Raikou.
No, right now I didn't bring Houndoom because of Tyranitar.
Here's the first move. It's not very effective. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
Yeah, but look at this tankiness of this thing. I was trying to max that special attack Raikou and it still took that like a champ. And this thing had Earthquake and I was like, why do you know Earthquake? Why do you have Earthquake? I mean, I know you can. I was like, damn. Oh, that's right, I let Raikou die here because he got a fucking crit. It's like, really? Fucking really?
Oh, it's Tyranitar.
There's nothing I could do about it, but it is what it is. But I mean, I got my just desserts if I remember correctly what happens. Well, I'll just let you see it. I was debating whether or not to save Raikou for later. I was like, I think I just want to get something, yeah.
warily. A sharp attack.
It is definitely why it's one of my favorite Pokemon. Out of all my legendaries, well, it's a three-way tie. Raikou, Latios, and Latios are my three favorite legendaries of all time. Or super legendary, I'd say. Like, if I had to go through all legendaries of all time, you actually don't have an idea. I don't really care too much for like the actual legendaries. Also, what happened there was Quick Claw, which kind of, I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of weird that the Tyranitar has a Quick Claw, but
What will be the next Pokemon?
I think this, if I remember correctly, it just sets up Gator to sweep the entirety of his team.
The heated action continues.
Yeah, Quick Claw. Yeah. You see the bullshit, Quick Claw twice around. I mean, it's not complete bullshit, but it's still just like really. It's not the same. It's not the same as the Hypnosis chick. That was fucking bullshit. I'm still mad about that shit.
We're eagerly awaiting
I'll never not be mad about that shit. I shit will always rage for that fucking Hypnosis chick.
Back for another go.
Hell no, I don't even like Darkrai as much because of
Pokemon
her.
remain on his side.
But Darkrai didn't do anything to you. Nope. Damn sure it almost fucking did in the end anyway. I'm inspired by the idea of Hypnosis. It fucking did it. Oh yeah, this is where I suddenly get unlucky.
They're both hanging tough. There's the attack.
Maybe not. I thought I got paralyzed too, apparently not.
What's this?
I don't think of another time I got paralyzed. I didn't know. I'm just like, fuck.
That's a hit. Oh, it will pass. Just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Ursaring. This is the last
Yeah, we brought the
Pokemon.
company, but I was worried about him breaking because it's just I don't have anything I can do to it.
A furious attack. Hit. That was good. What'll it do?
I also thought that was going to be cool because Slash is like a crit machine. I think that's in Gen 1, it's a crit machine.
A hot battle
But
is
for
unfolding.
Alligator, if I remember correctly, takes care of it from here.
There it goes. That's
Maybe
it.
not. Yeah, okay, never mind. It's Blissey that takes care of it. I remember this right. I don't know. Probably there's enough work though. Basically soloing a single team in blue. So he's done enough work.
For battle.
Not in blue, against blue, blue's team, which was just a few episodes earlier.
Down to the last Pokemon now. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
And let's see, what you doing? Be the one that did it all. Yeah, Blissey was definitely MVP in this time. Don't get me wrong, Alexander put in some work, he put in some work. But Blissey was the one that kept me from actually losing. I mean, technically, I wouldn't have lost those because I could have just used it to continue. Because I think I had like 6, or at that point, I think I had like 3, but even still, it was just like, I don't want to have to use a continue if I don't have to. So, obviously, I would rather just win and not have to use it. Honestly, I kind of like these little animations, like showing Ford just like being all happy. I don't know, showing off like a Hall of Fame things. I kind of wish they'd bring this back, and this is exactly what everybody shows Pokemon, so something like that. But who knows? And with that, that is the Prime Cup, the final cup of the day. And this will be Big Cat, slowly but surely, signing out. Peace, y'all, have fun, and again, to scream or beat a dead horse, subscribe, share, and comment, please. Peace out.